First, number 2, Colby East. Number 4, Melvin Adams. Number 5, Warner Melton. Number 33, Juju Griffin. And number 22, Colby. Starting 5. At guard, Tier 1, Jonathan. At guard, Tier 3, Sorry. At 4, Senior 5, Jackson. At 4, Senior Joshua. Sophomore, number 21, Mason. Yeah. Thompson and head coach, Hunter Farrell.
And so with that, we will welcome you into the Dr. Kent Brothers Gymnasium here in Unionville, Tennessee, where the Clay County Bulldogs will tip it off against your Community Vikings. Starting out for Clay County will be number 00 Copeland. Number 4 is Adams. 5 is Milton. 2 is Eads. And 33 is Vila. The normal starters for Community: Lawwell, Powers, Williams, Haskins, and number 21, Mason Hill. So Community gets the tip. Haskins win it. Drives. Hill, 3. That one's short of the mark. Rebound goes to Williams. Williams puts it back up. Coming in the foul! As Jackson Williams puts it up and puts it in. And he will go to the stripe for the old-fashioned three-point play. And the free throw is good, so a quick 3-0 lead for Community. As the point guard, number 4, Adams, will bring it up. Comes off the screen and then decides not to, and a foul is going to be called as they hand check him. And the foul is going to be credited to Jonathan Lawwell, his first personal. And now another whistle, this one underneath. An offensive foul. Let's see if that's on Copeland. And indeed it is. So Jake Copeland with a personal foul. Quickly they've picked up 2 here within the first minute of the first quarter. So Community with the basketball, and they have the lead. 3-0. Williams with it. Kicks it over to Lawwell. Lawwell now finds Hill, top of the key. Now Haskins on the left corner. Haskins drives into the paint, now kicks to Williams. Williams back out to Haskins. Head fakes, drives into the paint, loses control, and now here comes Clay County with it. And a blocking foul is going to be called on Williams as Adams went up. He missed the shot, but he will go to the line for 2. So the second team foul for Community. As again, the senior number 4, Nolan Adams, will go to the line, and that first free throw is true. 7:12 to go here in the first. 3-1. The advantage by the home squad as Adams puts up the second one. That one is too deep. Copeland fighting for it, and they finally lose control as Powers comes away with it. Community, Haskins into the paint. Haskins lays it up, and that one I go, gets his own rebound, puts it up reverse. Yes! So reverse lay-in by Charlie Hustle, and the score now 5-1. So Adams will give it off to Eads. Eads now swings it. 3-pointer. That one is off the mark by Melton. Rebound goes to Community. Williams, Haskins, Lawwell. That goes off the official, but Lawwell regains it. Haskins, 3-pointer. and cannot get the friendly roll, but Powers gets the rebound, puts it up, one-handed, yes! Excellent effort by Joshua Powers. And Coach Edwards needs a timeout. He's seen enough. 6:22 to go here in the first. We lead it by 6. You're watching Viking basketball on the Ball Network. Seven to 4. Lawwell with it. Lawwell drives. Nice fake. Puts it up. And that one rolls out. Rebound goes to number 2, Eads. And Cole Eads will get it across the timeline and gives it off to number 4. That being Adams. Now they give to Copeland. And that one lays it up and in. Excellent job of Eads coming off that screen. And the score now 7-6. Haskins. Tashio with it. Now gives to Lawwell. Lawwell comes off of what was somewhat of a moving screen, but no foul was called, and then loses it out of bounds. It will go to Clay County. And several folks on the far side of the court not agreeing with that one. Can't say that I agree either. So 7-6 is our score. 5:30 to go here in the first quarter. So Adams trying to set it up as they look back to Coach Edwards. And he gives them the sign, and now a little bit of a push off there. Jump shot will not go for Adams. Rebound goes to Community. Haskins will push it, and offensive foul has been called on Haskins as the defender was clearly moving, but they get the benefit of the call. So maybe some of these are a little bit of a makeup from the girls' game, who possibly a fan could have seen it from the perspective of it was sort of one-sided in that one. We benefited quite a bit from the officials. I hope that the reverse does not happen in this game, as that one is laid in by Juju Vila. And the first lead of the night by Clay County. 8-7 is our score. Lawwell with it, top of the key, gives off to Tashio. Tashio will swing it back to him. Now Haskins has it beyond the arc. He'll drive down into the paint. Haskins pulls up, puts it up. Yes! So Charlie Haskins and the Vikings retake the lead. It is 9-8. Adams will bring it up. Slings it over to Eads. Eads blows past Lawwell, but then they give off to Copeland, who lays it up and in. A nice look to Copeland. And the junior center puts that one off the glass, and the score now goes back and forth as Clay County back out front, 10-9. Tashio with it, gives to Haskins. Haskins drives in the paint, lays it up, lays it in. Excellent job there by Charlie Haskins, the junior. And Community regains the lead 11-10. 3:45 to go here in the first. Eads coming off that screen, gets it out, three-pointer, yes. 3-point basket by Eads. Sorry, the pass had come from Adams. So Eads puts in the 3, and the score now 13-11, a 2-point advantage for the visitors. Lawwell drives, kicks, nice look underneath to Joshua Powers. Excellent feed, and the basket goes, and we're knotted at 13. Adams brings it up slowly. Copeland going to set the screen at the top. And a little bit of a flop there by Powers trying to draw the foul. Nothing called. And now they have it at the top of the key with Eads. Eads gives off to Adams. Adams drives. No one cuts over in front of him. And a timeout is going to be called by a very frustrated Coach Hunter Farrell. So 2:56 to go here in the first. The visitors lead it by 2. You're watching Viking basketball on the Ball Network. And we are back. 2:56 to go here in the first. The Clay County Bulldogs lead this one 15-13 over the Community Vikings. Community with possession. Haskins brings it across the timeline. Maddox Thompson, who just checked in, setting the screen. Powers drives, puts it up, lays it in. Nice shot there off the glass. And we come out with the same lineup other than Maddox Thompson has checked in. But they blow past him, unfortunately. Could not move his feet. Number 4, Nolan Adams, the senior, takes advantage, blows past him, and puts it up and in. Clay County with a 2-point lead. 2:19 to go here in the first. Powers with it. Haskins thought about it. Drives in the paint. Pops. Drops. And we are tied at 17 with 2:09 to go here in the first. Adams will bring it up. They'll slow things down as they try to set up the offense. Copeland will come up on the high screen, and now he backs off. And now the wings will swing across. Well, actually, number 2, Eads, comes over. And number 5, Melton, was the one that popped out a long three. That one not going to go. And a push on Haskins as he was trying to go for the rebound. And let's see who the foul is going to be attributed to. And the foul will be called on Warner Melton. As checking into the game will be number 3. That is Aiden Cherry, the senior guard for the Bulldogs. So 1:35 to go in the first. We're tied at 17. Haskins from the free throw line picks up his dribble and throws that one away as he threw it a little bit behind Lawwell. And Jonathan Lawwell could not get his grips on it. Eads will bring it across the timeline. 1:24 to go here in the first. Melton with it. Over to Eads. Eads 3. That one off the back of the iron, and that is going to go out of bounds off of Clay County. So Community with possession. 1:14 to go here in the first. We are tied. Inbound goes to Haskins. And Community will take their time coming across. But Powers quickly drives in, pulls up, and lays it in. So Joshua Powers, the senior, with a quick 2, and it's 19-17. As that one was almost launched out of bounds. Good job by Melton to contain it. Now he gets it over to Eads. Eads looking to the coach, and they're going to burn a quick timeout. So timeout with 49 seconds to go here in the first. 2-point advantage for the Vikings. You're watching Community Basketball on the Ball Network. So we are back live, Unionville, Tennessee, the Roger Kent Brothers Gymnasium, where you are watching the Community Vikings tackle the Clay County Bulldogs. And currently we are up by 2, leading 19-17 as we finish up the last 49 seconds here of the first quarter. So Clay County with it, inbounding will be number 3, Cherry. And he will inbound to Adams. Adams Kicks out. Cherry with it. Now he picks up his dribble. Gets it down low. Melton had it. Still with it. Was trying to gain the baseline, but good job by Thompson, who kept cutting him off. Would not let him have it. They finally get it down low. Copeland puts it up, and it rolls off the front of the rim. 25 seconds as the Vikings come back with it the other way. Lawwell, Haskins leaves it for Powers. Powers drives in the paint, and a nice pass to Thompson, who could not handle it, and it is going to stay with Clay County. They got the rebound, but they said Thompson had it momentarily and stepped out of bounds. So inbounding will be Cherry with 12 seconds. So I'm assuming Clay County will try to hold for the last shot. Copeland comes up, tries to set the screen. Adams still with it. 2 seconds. He's going to have to launch one. And he does not get it off in time as he looked back and tried to throw it to Aiden Cherry, maybe not aware of how much time was remaining. So we've played one here in Community with the Vikings leading 19-17. You're watching Viking basketball on the Ball Network.
Home isn't just where you live, it's where you belong. It's your people, your school, and your community. That's why I'm proud to support our community Vikings and Vikings this season. Even if I can't shoot like them, I can still sell your house.
So we're back. Second quarter action. 2-point lead by the Vikings. 19-17 is our score. As Eads will swing it over to Adams. Adams now will drive into the paint and pops that one. Will not go. Rebound Tashio, and back with it come the Vikings. Haskins with it. Gives off to Lawwell. Lawwell back to Haskins at the top of the corner. Or at the top of the key, excuse me. Now Lawwell with it on the right wing. Lawwell drives. Kicks. Powers. Three. Bottom! I had to wait as it was trying to rim out, but it finally goes home, and our score now 22-17. 7:15 to go. Vila with it. Cross. Eads tries to answer. Yes. Cole Eads, the senior, answers the bell. 3 for 3, and it's 22-20. Powers with it. Drives. Hemmed up. Gives out to Lawwell at the top. Lawwell, now he'll drive, puts it up, lays it in. Jonathan Lawwell, the junior, explosive quickness there as he gets that one to go off the glass. 24-20, 6:40 to go here in the second quarter. Adams in the paint, pulls up, yes. Good shot there by number 3, number 4, Nolan Adams, the senior guard. Lead cut to 2. Haskins gets Copeland to go up, and we cannot get it to go down. But Charlie Haskins will go to the line. Excellent pump fake to get Copeland up in the air. So that is his second foul. And the first free throw rattles home as checking into the basketball game will be Carson Boyce, along with trying to see if it is indeed number 12 Leathers as that free throw rattles out. Quick drive on the other end, up and in. Nice play there by Nolan Adams. And we lead by the slimmest of margins. It's 25-24. Haskins almost lost control of that as he was looking to his left. Now puts it up, Mr. Boyce, and he gets 2. Nice feed there to number 32, Carson Boyce. And the sophomore lays it up and in, 27-24. Flash into the paint, and an excellent job there by Cole Eads, the senior, who flashed in the middle of the paint, and it was pretty much an easy jump shot from there. 27-26, Community leads by 1. Tashio swings it, powers 3. That one off the mark, goes off the back of the iron. The ball is still in play as Boyce tried to save it, and now it is going to go out of bounds as Clay County was trying to push it forward. And number 5, the senior Warner Melton, could not handle it. 27-26, 5:21 to go here in the second quarter. Powers with it. Dangerous pass, but does get it to Haskins, and Haskins just lays it up and in. Nobody came over. No help side defense, nothing to cut him off in the lane, and he puts up an easy 2. 29-26 as Adams will bring it up. Great quickness there by Melton, but then he throws it away as Haskins with some good defense, but finally Clay County is able to contain it. Boyce comes out, and a travel is called as Lawwell will jump back into the game along with Clay County's Caden Copeland, the freshman, the first time we've seen him tonight, and also number 33, Juju Vila. So to keep the confusion down, there are 2 Copelands for Clay County. They have Jake and Caden. Caden is the one currently in for the Bulldogs. So Powers with it, gives over to the Leathers. Now to Lawwell. Lawwell drives up. That one's short of the mark. Rebound will go Clay County. A foul is called underneath. And that foul, I believe, is going to be given to Mr. Boyce. So the first foul there by Carson. And it's also the first team foul of this second frame. 4:25 to go, 29-26. Community with the 3-point lead. Flashing was Cherry, and then he gets it out to a wide open 3-point look. And I believe a foul is called underneath as Eads hits that 3. So the basket will count, and Boyce also picking up his second foul, another quick one there. So the score knotted at 29. Nice play there by Adams. That one will not go home as it rattles out of the rim. 29-29, Lawwell with it, Powers, Tashio. Tashio drives, finds a wide open Carson Boyce underneath, who finishes the kiss off the glass. So Community regains the 2-point lead. Adams brings it up, slings it over to Eads, and now Eads will back it out to give it to Vila. Vila quickly gives it over to Adams. Flashing across was Eads, but they would not give it to him. Cherry at the top of the key to Vila. Now they'll swing it around the horn. Adams, Cherry, thought about the 3, swings it. Adams, 3, bang! An excellent shot. Nolan Adams, the senior guard, and he gives Clay County the 1-point lead as they lead it now 32-31, 3:15 to go. Lawwell kicks, Tashio, 3, and that one off the mark. Rebound is loose, and that is picked away by Lawwell as Clay County had it momentarily, but Lawwell picks his pocket, and Boyce with it. Gives off to Tashio, now back to Lawwell, and they'll set it up. Lawwell drives, pops, and does not get the friendly roll. Rebound will go to Clay County as number 2, Cole Eads, the senior, will come away with it, and Adams now will bring it up. Gives over to Eads. Clay County clinging to the 1-point lead. Flashing into the paint, yes. Cole Eads, he's the one that runs the machine. And Coach Hunter Farrell says, I've seen enough, I need a break. 2:32 to go here in the first half. 3-point lead by Clay County. You're watching Viking basketball on the Ball Network. lead, and it has been an impressive showing by a couple of seniors for Clay County. Cole Eads and Nolan Adams really running the show up to this point. And, of course, Charlie Haskins leading the way right now for the Vikings. And let's see what we come up with out of the timeout. 2:32 to go here in the first half. Clay County clinging to the 3-point lead. Haskins will bring it across the timeline, comes off the screen by Powers. Powers is open if they can just get it back to him, but Haskins decides to take the shot, and then the rebound goes to Vila, and Haskins tried to knock it away from behind as the ball goes out of bounds, but it will stay with Clay County. So Nolan Adams slow things down as he brings it up. 2:13 to go here in the second. Slashing into the paint was Cherry, but did not take the shot. Now it goes all the way across court. And an excellent layup as Nolan Adams with a little bit of a Euro step puts it up, puts it in. And the largest lead of the night by Clay County is 5. It is 36-31. Haskins drives into the paint, puts it up, counted in the foul as Haskins puts that one up and puts it in, and he will go to the line. So the free throw too long, and now a foul on Williams as he was reaching for the rebound. That is going to be his third. So let's see if that young man stays in. I would not think so. And indeed, he will have a seat. So Jackson Williams to the bench, and back out for Community is number 34, the sophomore Maddox Thompson. So a little bit of full court press now by the Vikings, and a turnover. Excellent defense by Powers. Haskins had it momentarily, and Powers lost it. And Cherry will come away with it for Clay County. That three-pointer will not go. Thompson gets the rebound. He'll get it out to Lawwell. 36-33, three-point deficit for the Vikings. Driving, Haskins kicks, Tashio. He'll swing it over to Lawwell at the top. Now to Powers. Haskins, left corner. He'll dribble out of it, gives over to Lawwell, and they'll swing it around the horn. Haskins runs into a little bit of defensive trouble, but is bailed out by a foul. So a foul is going to be called on number 5, Warner Melton, the senior. And that will be his second, as Vila will have a seat, and back into the game, I believe, is Eads. Haskins puts the shot up and puts it in. So Charlie Haskins in the paint, a quick turnaround, and we trail only by a digit, 36-35. And that one knocked away by Tashio. Haskins has it. So a turnover as Warner Melton could not handle it. Haskins now dribbles, Tashio, three ball, and that one off the mark. Lawwell keeps it alive, looking for Haskins for three, and that one rims out. And a foul is going to be called on Maddox Thompson as the rebound went to Clay County. Thompson being very physical, and he picks up his first foul with 24 seconds, so 36-35. Again, the Vikings showing some pressure. Clay County able to break it, and will probably try to hold here for this last shot. 12 seconds on the clock. 36-35. Adams with it. Thompson comes out. Adams three, short of the mark, and Lawwell's going to have a chance at the buzzer, and it's short. So that one will not go, but a very entertaining first half, and we go to the break with our score, Clay County 36, Community 35. We need to pay some bills and thank some sponsors. You're watching Viking basketball on the Ball Network.
Home isn't just where you live, it's where you belong. It's your people, your school, and your community. That's why I'm proud to support our community Vikings and Vikings this season. Even if I can't shoot like them, I can still sell your house.
So Sudbury, located at 617 Parson Road in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is your one-stop shop for everything purple and gold. The Spirit Store has all things in every sport. Do you need new gear with the new community logos? So Sudbury has you covered. They have the new logos on all items and anything else you can imagine. So Sudbury, when it comes to quality, it must be so.
Bella Chic Boutique, located at 300 North Britton Street in Shelbyville, Tennessee, offers fabulous style with all the latest fashions. We also offer seasonal attire to celebrate all major holidays. Getting ready for the big game? Yeah, we have you covered there too. We also carry all the items you'll ever need to complete your ensemble. Bella Chic Boutique. Look good, feel good, dress good.
Home isn't just where you live, it's where you belong. It's your people, your school, and your community. That's why I'm proud to support our community Vikings and Vikings this season. Even if I can't shoot like them, I can still sell your house.
So Sudbury, located at 617 Parson Road in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is your one-stop shop for everything purple and gold. The Spirit Store has all things in every sport. Do you need new gear with the new community logos? So Sudbury has you covered. They have the new logos on all items and anything else you can imagine. So Sudbury, when it comes to quality, it must be so.
Bella Chic Boutique, located at 300 North Britton Street in Shelbyville, Tennessee, offers fabulous style with all the latest fashions. We also offer seasonal attire to celebrate all major holidays. Getting ready for the big game? Yeah, we have you covered there too. We also carry all the items you'll ever need to complete your ensemble. Bella Chic Boutique. Look good, feel good, dress good.
Home isn't just where you live, it's where you belong. It's your people, your school, and your community. That's why I'm proud to support our community Vikings and Vikings this season. Even if I can't shoot like them, I can still sell your house.
So Sudbury, located at 617 Parson Road in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is your one-stop shop for everything purple and gold. The Spirit Store has all things in every sport. Do you need new gear with the new community logos? So Sudbury has you covered. They have the new logos on all items and anything else you can imagine. So Sudbury, when it comes to quality, it must be so.
Second half action about to get underway. We did have 23 seconds left on the clock, but now they have just ran it off. And I guess the officials are ready to get this thing going. So, as we stand, third quarter about to begin. Clay County leading at 36-35, but Community will have possession here. Askins will inbound. Powers trying to go behind his back. He'll gives to Powers, and Powers called for the travel. So turnover goes to Clay County. And number 4, Adams, will be bringing it up, with the Dogs leading by a single digit. Adams had a chance to come off the screen, but then the errant pass as Lawwell comes away with it and threw it at the feet of Haskins. That goes out of bounds, and it will go back to Clay County. 7:27 to go here in the third. We're just underway here in the second half. Copeland flashes high, takes the pass. Three-pointer, that one off the mark. So number 2, Cole Eads, could not get that one to go down. Back with it comes Community. Hill drives, gets his man up there, and a foul is going to be called. That one on number 5, Warren Melton. As number 21, Mason Hill, will go to the line. So the first free throw is too strong off the back of the iron. Score remains 36-35 in favor of Clay County. Hill toes the mark, and he tickles the twine. So that one goes down, and we are knotted at 36. 7:09 to go here in the third quarter. Adams gives to Copeland. Copeland looking for Melton, and he puts it up, and that one will not go. So a good look by Melton, but could not get it to fall. Lawwell, Haskins. Haskins thought about that three. Now he'll drive. Shot is too strong. Rebound goes to Vila. So Juju Vila will push it. Gives to Melton. Melton traveled. Yes. Did the head fake, shuffled the feet. Thought about the shot and then was going to drive. And didn't bring the basketball with him. So 6:42. Our score knotted at 36. Powers with it. Over to Haskins. Haskins drives into the paint. Pulls up his dribble. And now we'll get it over to Joshua Powers, who drives. Puts it up. And that one off the mark. Rebound is Copeland. And a bad pass there. Lawwell almost picked that one off. It was almost like Jonathan was baiting him. And luckily for Clay County, it went directly to a teammate. So the Bulldogs will regroup. Eads with it, being guarded closely by Haskins. And now Adams from the free throw line pulls up, puts it in. So 38-36 as Nolan Adams, the senior guard. And now Haskins, that one off the mark. Adams thought about throwing it the length of the court and then thought better of it. He'll pull it down and dribble across. 38-36 in favor of the Dogs. Adams gives to Eads. Eads coming off the Copeland screen and then was cut off by Maddox Thompson. Good job defensively by that young man. Now Adams over to Vila. Vila then gives it back to Adams. Adams looking for Copeland, who was trying to roll the old pick and roll, and that one just would not be handled, and it goes out of bounds and goes to Community. So into the basketball game for the Vikings will be number 5, Jackson Williams. And checking in for the Clay County Bulldogs will be the senior number 3, Aiden Cherry. So Williams checking back in with 3 fouls. So we'll see how aggressive he plays the rest of the way. Williams thought about the 3. Kicks it. Lawwell. That one too strong off the back of the iron. Haskins with a rebound. And no one actually stayed on Haskins. And he misses the shot, but then puts his own rebound up and in. And we are knotted again now at 38. Eads will give over to Adams. Adams coming off somewhat of a screen by Copeland. Drives, that shot short. Rebound goes to Joshua Powers. Back with it the other way come the Vikings. Williams gives over to Lawwell. Lawwell drives and counted in the foul as Lawwell lays it up and off the glass. And now he'll go to the line. So Aiden Cherry with his first infraction, as Lawwell will try for the old-fashioned three-point play. Lawwell just off the mark. Rebound goes to Cole Eads. Almost said Adams there, but Adams number 4, Eads number 2. Now it does give to Adams, and he will set things up. Copeland coming over to try to set the screen, and a carry is called on Nolan Adams as he carried the basketball there. So a turnover, and Community will have it, leading it 40-38. Williams will inbound. Haskins with it. And he'll get things set up here. Lawwell pulls up, shot, won't go. Rebound, Adams. He'll throw it the length of the court, and that pass is intercepted. Intercepted as Haskins knocked it away, but Powers comes away with it, gives off to Lawwell. Lawwell will wait for the troops, puts it up. Haskins' shot won't go. Rebound, Powers. I thought he was fouled. Nothing but Haskins gets a rebound. That shot won't go. Now Thompson gave chase. Now the ball is loose, and a rugby scrum and a jump ball tie-up will be called, and possession arrow belongs to the Dogs. So a lot of fast-paced action, a lot of shots. Unfortunately, could not get any of them to find the bottom of the net. 40-38. And again, a carry on number 4, Nolan Adams, and that young man is very frustrated, looking over at the official in disbelief. But a carry has been called the second time tonight on Adams. Haskins thought about it. Good defense by Adams, and offensive foul on Charlie Haskins. A good job of number 4, Nolan Adams, the senior, to slide over and get position. And quite honestly, I thought it was a charge, and that's how the officials saw it as well. So still clinging to that 2-point lead is the home team. Community leading 40-38. Cherry with it, draws a little bit of a double team at the top of the key. Now gives over to Eads. Eads waiting on Copeland to come up. He flashes high, then hands off to Eads. They get it out for 3. Cherry, yes. 3-point basket. Great ball movement by Clay County as Aiden Cherry puts the 3 down. And Haskins drives in the paint, but then pulls up his dribble. And they'll have to start anew. So Haskins at the top of the key. 2:38 to go here in the third. 1-point lead by the visitors. Williams drives, puts it up. Cut it in the foul! As Williams drives, gets the contact, and lays it off the glass. And Juju Vila gets his first foul of the contest as Maddox Thompson will check out. Into the basketball game will be number 32, the sophomore Carson Boyce. So Williams will step to the line. He makes the basket. Can he make the free throw? 42-41. Community has pulled back out in front by the slimmest of margins. Williams, too strong. Rebound, Clay County. So Cherry comes away with it for the Dogs. He'll give it over to Adams. Adams swings it over to Eads. Eads gets the play call from head coach Rob Edwards. And now they'll swing it to Vila. Vila looking for a slashing Adams, and Adams puts it up, and he draws a lot of contact from number 32, Carson Boyce. I believe that is his third. And indeed, the foul is on Boyce. So the second team foul of the third quarter, 2:11 to go, with Community leading 42-41, and now the free throw is good, so we are knotted at 42. And into the basketball game will come number 24, Andrew Tashio. And as expected, Boyce will have a seat as he is in a little bit of foul trouble. So Adams toes the mark. He'll try to connect on the second one, and he does, and he gives Clay County the lead. So we've gone back and forth like a teeter-totter. 2:09 to go here in the third. Clay County 43, Community 42. Haskins comes off the screen set by Powers, and then pulls up his dribble, gives out to Tashio. Tashio swings it. They'll go around the horn to Williams. Now Tashio, top of the key. Haskins drives, puts it up, lays it in. Excellent job by Charlie Haskins to drive in the middle of things and just lay that one up, float it up, and float it in. 44-43, Community back out front. Clay County with it. Cherry on the right wing. A little bit of indecisiveness. They finally give it to Eads. Eads feeds to Adams. Adams at the top being guarded closely by Jonathan Lawwell. They'll swing it over to Cherry. Cherry now back to Adams. Adams for three. That one way off the mark. Hits the front of the rim, but a rebound's going to stay with the Dogs as it's pulled away by Eads. Eads gives it to Adams. Good ball movement. Copeland, yes. Excellent look down low to number 00, Jake Copeland, the junior center. And he lays it up and in and gives Clay County the 1-point lead, 45-44. Under a minute to go here in the third. Haskins drives, had to pick up the dribble, gives to Williams, and Williams is fouled. That's going to be on the floor. So that shot not going to count. As Aiden Cherry will pick up his second foul. So inbounding quickly to Haskins. Williams, top of the key. Lawwell now drives. Head fake and a little bit of a push off. They're going to call an offensive foul on Jonathan Lawwell. Or no. Not sure what the call was down there. I apologize. Maybe 3 seconds in the lane possibly, but no foul was called, but we have turned it over. So 45-44, 30 seconds remaining. Eads with it. And they fall over each other as the screen was set. And I believe as they were both falling, I'm not sure how a travel was not called. Instead, a tie-up was called, but it will belong to the Vikings. 25 seconds exactly remain here in the third. The next foul will send Community to the line if that indeed happens. And as soon as I say it, the foul has occurred. So a foul on Nolan Adams. And that is his first, but more importantly, it is the team fifth. So this last 15 seconds, we'll take advantage of it and we'll go to the stripe. So big free throws here by Haskins as Community trails by one. And Melton and Caden Copeland are going to try to check in after this free throw. So they come in. Copeland, the older Copeland, will come out along with number 2, Cole Eads. First free throw is good, so we're knotted at 45. Haskins trying to give us the lead. Charlie, short on that one. 14 seconds now. Clay County will probably hold here for the last shot. Knotted at 45. Adams being guarded closely by Lawwell. 3. That one way off the mark. Misses everything. They're going to try to hurry. And a 3 won't go as Adams intercepted the pass, threw a shot up, but time has expired. So we've played 3, and we are exactly where we started. We're tied. So 45 apiece. We'll hope you'll come back and join us for the fourth and final frame. You're watching Viking basketball on the Ball Network.
Bella Chic Boutique, located at 300 North Britton Street in Shelbyville, Tennessee, offers fabulous style with all the latest fashions. We also offer seasonal attire to celebrate all major holidays. Getting ready for the big game? Yeah, we have you covered there too. We also carry all the items you'll ever need to complete your ensemble. Bella Chic Boutique. Look good, feel good, dress good.
So fourth quarter action, 45-45 our score as Adams has it along with Clay County to start the possession here in the fourth. Cherry, top of the key. Williams guarding him closely. Now Adams and Lawwell. That one given off to Cherry. Cherry drives the paint, kicks, Copeland, shot, and that one clearly over the rim, and a quick foul called by number 5, or called on, number 5, Warner Melton. And that is the 4th foul on the senior guard. So it'll be interesting to see if they leave him out or how long they will leave him out there. As Haskins will bring it across, 45-45. Williams drives. That one too strong. A rebound, Copeland, and a foul is going to be called, I believe, on Powers, as it looked like he was over the back. And indeed, it will be called on Joshua. So his first foul. We'll come back the other way. Clay County with possession, tied at 45. Eads, head fake, drives into the paint. Now gives off to Melton. Melton drives, kicks, Cherry, 3, and too strong. Rebound, and that is going to be the last one on Melton. That is his 5th foul, I do believe. As he was trying to go for the rebound and cut in front. And that is his 5th. So Mr. Melton, the senior guard, is done for the night. And Juju Vila will come in for him. So the inbound to Haskins. Again, we have not had anybody score here in the opening minute of the 4th quarter. We are still tied at 45. Haskins, quick jumper, won't go, but Williams gets the rebound. Lawwell thought about it, gives to Powers. Powers jumper, that one too strong. Knocked away by Haskins to keep it loose. And now back to Haskins, 3, short, and the ball still staying alive because Joshua Powers comes down with the rebound. So excellent job of getting on the boards. Haskins up, fouled, and he'll go to the line. So Jake Copeland called for the foul. That is his 3rd personal, as Haskins will toe the mark. And that one is too strong as it hits the back of the iron. So we remain tied at 45. And now Thompson going to try to slip into the game as that one is short. But the free throw is missed. Now a stoppage in play as they fight for it down on the floor. And Thompson then goes back to the bench. He will not come in. And I believe they gave Haskins a quick foul on that one. I will have to double check that, as they had a stoppage over in the far side of the court. And again, a very frustrated Nolan Adams brings the ball up, and he is called for the carry. That is his 3rd time to be called for that tonight. So again, we're still knotted at 45, 6:25 to go in the 4th quarter. Williams drives, kicks, Tashio, 3. That one off the mark. Rebound goes to Nolan Adams. So that one rimmed out. Adams will give over to Cherry. Cherry drives in the paint. Now he'll kick across. Eads, 3. That one way too strong. Rebound underneath, puts it up, and that one will not go. So Copeland cannot get it to go down as Powers was giving defense, and then he also comes away with a rebound. Community back with it the other way. Haskins at the top of the key. Haskins drives, kicks, Lawwell, 3, and that one off the mark, hits nothing. Vila has the rebound, and a tie-up is called. It will stay with the purple and gold. So a very quick whistle on that jump ball tie-up. But we will take it as Tashio will inbound underneath the basket. 45-45, 5:48 to go here in the 4th. And a timeout's going to be called by Hunter Farrell as we could not get anything going on that inbound play. Tashio had no one to throw it to. So we'll take a quick timeout. 5:48 to go. We're knotted at 45. You're watching Viking basketball on the Ball Network. Unionville, Tennessee, the Roger Kent Brothers Gymnasium. Knotted at 45 is Toshio inbounds, and that is intercepted. Intercepted by Adams. He'll take it up and lays it off the glass. Too strong. Vila can't get it to go, and Williams comes down with a rebound. Very fortunate on that one as two easy shots were missed by Clay County. Haskins on the other end loses control, picks it up. Too strong off the glass, and Juju Vila comes away with it, gives off to Adams. Adams will push. Adams, Cherry, thought about it. Pulls up, drives baseline, gives it to Eads. Eads, three-pointer. That one rims out. Juju Vila tried to keep it alive, but he's going to be called for the foul. So Powers and Lawwell underneath chasing for the rebound, but Vila a little bit too aggressive. And that is the third foul on the junior guard, as that is the 14 fouls on Community, only 2 for Clay County, as a travel is going to be called on Haskins. A turnover was almost committed, and then as we regrouped, Haskins just could not keep from sliding in the paint. So we are still in the fourth. We are still tied, believe it or not, at 45. No one wants to score now. Copeland finally puts one in, and the circus shot goes off the glass as he was twisting and turning, and into the paint he goes and puts it up and in. And that pass from Lawwell does not find its way to Powers as it's too strong and goes out of bounds. So a turnover, and Clay County with it. Bulldogs lead it by 2. 4:35 to go in the fourth. Girls game went into overtime. Will we see one go into overtime here? And that pass is way too tall for number 33, Juju Vila. In fact, I don't know if Abdul Jabbar could have pulled that one down, as it is thrown high into the stands. And it will be a turnover by Clay County. Haskins with it for Community. Driving down to the paint, turns his back, then turns around, puts it up, and that one too strong, will not go. Goes across the square onto the other side and is rebounded by Adams. Nolan Adams will bring it up. Gives over to Cole Eads. Eads waves off the screen by Vila. Now we'll give it to Vila. Cherry comes up for a screen, but slashing across into the paint was Adams. Now Adams cross court to Eads. Now Eads will bring it back to the top of the key. Clay County with a 2-point lead. 3:48 to go here in the fourth. Adams to Cherry to Eads. Back over to Cherry. Adams into the paint, has it, puts it up, will not go. Rebound, Copeland puts it up, puts it in. So the big man, the big junior, the center, Jake Copeland, with another rebound and another putback. And Clay County with a 4-point lead. Lawwell drives, lays it up. That one's short. Powers try to keep it alive, and a foul is called as Powers was trying to go up and gain the rebound. So Cole Eads will pick up his second foul. And that will be the 5th team foul, I do believe, yes. So I apologize earlier when I was looking at the team fouls on the scoreboard. I may have said that in reverse. But regardless of the situation, Powers will go to the line, and the first free throw will not go. So missed free throws plagued the Vikings in the first game, and the same is happening here. We missed both from the stripe. Clay County with the rebound. We trail by 4, 3:10 to go in the basketball game. Cherry with it on the left side. Coach Edwards tells them to slow it down a little bit. Adams with it, was pinned up in the corner, gives to Cherry. Cherry goes cross court to Eads. Eads being guarded closely by Haskins. Now gives off to Copeland. Copeland, Eads, gives off to Vila. Vila back over to Eads. Now they'll wave over Adams, who almost lost it. Clay County just trying to run some time off. Almost looks like the old 4 corners that North Carolina used to run. as far as just trying to waste clock. Finally get to Adams. He's fouled on the floor. So Tashio credited with the foul. That is his first. Only the third team foul on Community. So 2:20 to go. Quick shot. That one rims out. Rebound goes to Joshua Powers. Community, very important possession here as they trail by 4 as we approach the 2-minute mark. Haskins drives, kicks to Lawwell. Lawwell, Williams. Williams thought about the 3. Now he'll drive. Lawwell drives himself. Haskins drives, puts it up, lays it in. That one off the glass. Timeout. Coach Hunter Farrell. Community has cut it to 2. We'll take the timeout with them. You're watching Viking basketball on the Ball Network. So we have a dandy going here in Unionville. The girls' game was a thriller, went into overtime. We were able to finish that one off. Hopefully the boys can do the same as the score stands right now. 1:54 to go here in the 4th. The visitors from Clay County clinging to a 49-47 lead. So Community with the basketball. I apologize. Clay County with the basketball. So they will inbound. And that one almost stolen away by Haskins. And in fact, it went off of Cherry. So it goes off Aiden Cherry, the senior guard. It will be a turnover. So excellent defense there by Charlie Haskins. So coming out of the timeout, some great defense that leads to a turnover. Now can we capitalize? Williams drives, puts it up, and lays it in. And we are tied at 49. So a barn burner here in Community. Tied at 49. A lot of pressure by the Vikings, but finally Clay County gets it across the timeline. Cherry gives it over to Vila. Vila has it to Adams. And now the gym really starting to thrive as the fans are really getting into it. Student section trying to help. Adams with it. Tashio, good defense. I thought he traveled, nothing called. And an excellent shot there by Cole Eaves as he puts it up and off the glass as we approach the 1-minute mark. Lawwell with it. Lawwell drives. Lawwell puts it up and off the glass. Timeout, Community. So we're knotted at 51 with exactly 1 minute to go. We'll take another break. You're watching Viking basketball on the Ball Network. So we're about to come out of the timeout that was just called by Coach Hunter Farrell, and the score is knotted at 51 apiece with exactly 1 minute remaining. Now a stat that may prove to be very important in this final minute is the fact that the Vikings are in the bonus. Meanwhile, team fouls on Community is only 3, so that could play a significant role here within the last few seconds. Clay County with it. Cherry has it. Cherry gives off to Adams. Adams got it on the left corner. 46 seconds to go. They give off to Copeland. Copeland gives to Cherry. is not going to think about jacking a three from out there. And now Adams with it, 34 seconds. Adams drives the paint, loses it. Oh, and a foul is called as he lost the basketball. And they're going to be bailed out by a foul that has been called. And I believe the foul is going to be attributed to Powers. So Clay County will inbound. 30 seconds. Tied at 51. The give to Eads. Eads kicks out. Thought about the three. Now Vila will not take it as they try to just bring it back out beyond the perimeter. 20 seconds. 20 seconds left. The drive, Adams. And they may very well try to hold for the last shot now. 13 seconds. He goes, stolen away. Haskins had it, and a foul's been called. That will send him to the line as Haskins made the steal. And then he was trying to dribble his way out, and a foul has been called. And a lot of upset folks here as a foul has been called with 8 seconds remaining. And now a timeout has been called by Coach Edwards of Clay County. So we'll come back. We'll shoot a couple free throws, see what happens. 8.5 seconds to go in the fourth. We're tied at 51. You're watching Viking basketball on the Ball Network. So an excellent defensive effort by number 3, the junior, Charlie Haskins, has led to free throw attempts for Community. So Haskins will toe the mark. We are tied at 51, 8.5 seconds remaining in this one. Haskins cannot make it. That one hits the back of the iron a little too much, and you have to imagine that the adrenaline is probably flowing. Haskins for that second one. And that one's short. Rebound goes to Vila. Vila will give it over to Adams. Adams, 4 seconds. And he traveled. So Adams travels as he was going to try to shoot the three. And then came back down with the basketball. So 2 seconds remain. 2 seconds here in regulation. Williams will have it on the sideline closest to me. Inbounds to Haskins. Haskins with 2 seconds. Oh, and it was in and out off the rim. And the girls' game went into overtime. We might as well do it with the boys. So a little bit of free basketball coming up. We're tied at 51. We'll see you in overtime on the other side of this break. You're watching Viking basketball on the Ball Network.
Bella Chic Boutique, located at 300 North Britton Street in Shelbyville, Tennessee, offers fabulous style with all the latest fashions. We also offer seasonal attire to celebrate all major holidays. Getting ready for the big game? Yeah, we have you covered there too. We also carry all the items you'll ever need to complete your ensemble. Bella Chic Boutique. Look good, feel good, dress good.
So we are back in Unionville, Tennessee. 51-51 is our score as we go into the first overtime, possibly the only overtime we shall see. It's been a fabulous game. Both of these teams very athletic. It's been up-paced back and forth the entire time. And now the officials meeting, or at least one official meeting with both head coaches. So in overtime, 4 minutes, and now the other official is finally coming forward with the basketball. We will tip it off, and it is controlled by, well, I thought it went off Juju Vila, and it does, so it will belong to Community. 3:56 remaining here in overtime, tied at 51. And now a little bit of housekeeping at the scores table, but I think we got that figured out relatively quick. Haskins with it. Haskins will drive. Tashio on the left side. He'll bring it around to Williams. Williams at the top of the key. Swings it over to Lawwell. Lawwell drives and try to get it out to Haskins. He does, as it was tipped by a defender. Haskins faked to giving it to Williams. Now drives down and he loses control of it. The ball is loose and it is taken away by Adams. Adams gives it to Eads as we approach quickly the 3-minute mark. Adams, he carried the ball again, yes. And that time I clearly saw it. And the young man is frustrated. He does not, or at least he is not aware of what he's doing. But that is clearly a carry as he's coming around and almost carrying it on his hip. So 51-51 is still our score. Lawwell, 3. That one off the mark, rebound. Haskins won't go, but Williams rebound shot, and Cherry is tied up with Haskins, and the possession arrow, which way is it going to go? And Clay County will have it. So the visitors from up north are very frustrated. They are not getting some calls to go their way. Very vocal group to the left of me. And they're letting the officials know their dislike for some of these non-calls. Adams with it, still tied at 51. Cherry drives, he is fouled, and it was on the floor, so that basket will not count. But that will be the 4th team foul. Well, no, he signaled 2 shots. Okay, so that did make the 5th team foul. My apologies, I was 1 short on that one. So the free throw by Cherry goes. So Aiden Cherry, the senior guard, toes the mark and is going to try to give Clay County a 2-point lead, and indeed he does. So the score, 53-51, 2:42 to go here in overtime. Haskins gives over to Williams. Williams, and did he travel? Yes, he did. So Williams, a little bit of a shuffle of the feet as he tried to do the head fake and then go underneath the defender. So the quick turnover with 2:35 to go. Neither team has really been able to pull away from one another. Cherry with it. Drives, looks for Adams, 3. Bang! Nice shot there by Nolan Adams. 56-51. Powers, wide open shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound goes to Williams. Community keeps it alive. Williams thought about the 3. Now Tashio beyond the arc. Williams, 3. And they got the friendly roll. He got the friendly roll as it hit the front, hit the back of the rim, and then goes in. 56-54. Now the ball is loose. Picked up by Copeland. Copeland gives it across court. Vila had it momentarily. Eads, throws that one away. Turnover, Tashio. Gives to Haskins, who puts it up. That one won't go, but put back in by Jonathan Lawwell. Lawwell lays it in off the glass, so the turnover leads to points, and we are knotted at 56. A foul has been called. And that is a very important foul there on Haskins, as I believe that is his 4th foul of the contest with 1:31 to go. Adams will toe the mark, and that one rattles around the rim but finds its way through the bottom of the net, and Clay County again with the lead. Second free throw, and that one again hits the front of the rim but rattles home. Timeout called real quick by head coach Rob Edwards of Clay County. We'll take the timeout with him. You're watching Viking basketball on the Ball Network. So 1:31 to go here in the overtime. Clay County 58, Community 56. Vikings were fortunate as Clay County led by as many as 5. And we have been able to scratch and claw our way back within 2 points here. And more importantly, we do have possession of the basketball. So Williams will inbound. 58-56 again is our score with $1:30 to go here in the OT. Powers with it on the right wing. Tashio coming through off that screen, but they give down to Lawwell. Lawwell drives, gets his man up in the air, puts it up, lays it in. Jonathan Lawwell off the glass, and we're tied at 58, 1:13 to go. Each picks up his dribble, but luckily gives over to Cherry, who's across the timeline. And stolen away by Lawwell. Picked away by the blanket. He covers everybody and throws that pass as it goes out of bounds. So Adams almost came up with the turnover. But it will belong to Community, and I believe a timeout has been called by Coach Hunter Farrell, and indeed it has. So we'll take another break. 58 seconds to go. We're tied at 58. The 58s are wild. Viking basketball on the Ball Network. We'll be back in 30 seconds. (58-58) with 58 seconds remaining. We are back live in Unionville, Tennessee, where overtime has been exhilarating to say the least. Community with the basketball and has the ability to regain the lead as this one has gone back and forth all night. Very entertaining. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. If you've been following along with us, if you're just now joining us, where have you been? 56 seconds as it's inbounded to Haskins. Haskins living dangerously. He does have the 4 fouls. Keep that in mind. Both teams now in the shooting bonus as far as free throws. Adams with a lot of contact there defensively. Tashio, and that's got to be a foul as the defender came over the back of Lawwell and hit the scores table. So a foul should be called on Cole Eads. And indeed, it has been called. So the third foul on the senior forward, and Lawwell will step to the line. So we said it earlier, free throws would be key. They would be vital. Well, we've spoken into existence as Lawwell toes the line. The free throw, yes! Jonathan Lawwell, he tickles the twine and gives Community the 1-point lead. He'll toe the mark for the second attempt. And that one's short. Rebound, Cherry. Clay County back with it, 33 seconds. Adams with it. Adams drives the paint, puts the shot up, and that one off the glass. Good shot there by number 4, Nolan Adams. 22 seconds. Haskins with it. Haskins will give over to Williams. Williams, that one kicked away, and a kicked ball, and the official will stop the play with 14 seconds to go. Williams will inbound, 14 seconds. Clay County leads it 60-59. Haskins drives, puts it up, too strong, and Cherry comes down with a rebound, and a foul has been called. If that's Haskins, he's done. And I believe that may be the 5th foul on Charlie Haskins. We shall wait and see. And indeed, that is what the official has called. So Haskins will come out of the basketball game. Tremendous night by the junior. Checking in for him will be number 21, Mason Hill, the sophomore. Cherry could put him up by 3. The first free throw hits nothing but the bottom of the net, 61-59. Cherry for the all-important second free throw attempt. It is up, and it rattles out. Rebound goes to Powers, 61-59. Lawwell with it. Drives. Tashio, 3. won't go, and that is how it will end. So Toshio couldn't put it down, but an excellent game by both teams as the final score in overtime, Clay County pulls it out 61-59. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast despite the outcome. Again, our final score in overtime, Clay County 61, Community 59. I'm David Knowles, and you've been watching Viking basketball on the Ball Network.